Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Nelson, you're watching Nature Nell. If you're new to my channel, thank you for stopping by. I am bringing you guys to M.S. Orchids. I have brought you here before, but I had promised you that right before Mother's Day, they do a huge event. They're setting up, they have everything set up. As you can see the background, everything is nicely decorated. So I'm gonna try my very best to release this tonight. So that way, today's Friday, so that way Saturday, if you guys are looking for a Mother's Day gift, you gotta come here. They have amazing, amazing, beautiful orchids, and the prices here are always so good. That's one of the things I love about this place, that the prices are extremely fair and you can get a lot for your buck. So I'm not gonna do too much chatting. I wanna show you guys inside so you can see the beauties that they have. So without further ado, let's go look at some blooms. All right, guys, so this is the entrance of it. There's the information if you guys need to call to find out how to get here. And look how pretty they put these hearts on the side. They decorated the whole front. And there's some people already shopping inside for moms. So let's take a look and see what they have. And it is a little noisy, by the way. It's on Chrome Avenue. Chrome Avenue is our main avenue here down in the Redlands. And it's where everyone pretty much drives through to get to their location, including this lovely ambulance or a fire truck. So if you guys get here, just know that it's right off of Chrome. Now here we go. And yes, they do have a lot of arrangements already pre-done. And if you don't want the ones that they have, I will show you inside. They have a whole station that you can build your own decoration. So guys, I decided to do a voiceover only because when I listened back to this, it was just way too noisy with the fans, and I did not want to do that to you guys, to sit there for 20 minutes listening to this loud noise. But check out the diversity and the colors on all these orchids. I was completely mesmerized as I walked in through this place. It was like rows and rows and rows of beautiful flowers of all colors, all patterns. Breathtaking is the word that just comes to mind when I was in there. And what I love about M.S. Orchids is that they are not hard on the price. They give you great prices on orchids that are so unique. Or at least should I say on colors of orchids that are unique, because as we know, the moth orchid is probably one of the most commonly seen orchids, but still one of the most beautiful. And to my surprise, they had Dendrobium nobilis, which here I was just showing you guys this Dendrobium and making it a fact that I realized that I have a lot of Dendrobiums, but I don't have a nobili. And I think these were $20 maybe? I can't remember the price. Together with some beautiful Oncidiums, some dancing ladies. Very healthy plants. And as you can see, there was people there already shopping for Mom's Day. So I think they're gonna have a really spectacular event. And there's my buddy. She's always helping out Maria. These right here are all already arranged. They have a station that you can do your own arrangements, or you can show it or ask them what you want and they'll do it. But these in particular are absolutely gorgeous. This one was a confetti of flowers. She's showing me these phals. The shoots were grown to be short like this, and these were only 20 bucks, guys, with the pot. I thought they were super adorable. And it's great for, you know, for you guys that have a mom or a grandma or someone that you just want to give on Mom's Day who doesn't have a lot of space where to put this, where to put an arrangement. That would make a great arrangement. I was actually saying the difference between the long spikes and the short spikes. But look at this. They had a maxillaria, or have a maxillaria tenuifolia gemata, and I believe it's $330 for this. This is massive. This is like the one I have, but you guys can already own one ready to go in this beautiful, beautiful square pot. It was very dreamy. And for you guys that don't know this orchid, it has an amazing fragrance. It's one of my favorite fragrances in orchids. It's like coconut. And maxillarias are known. I'm sorry, I'm out here in my terrace, so you're gonna hear the neighbor's dog. They have a vanilla, not a vanilla, a coconut fragrance, but the yellow one does have a vanilla fragrance. I'm drawn into this piece right here. It was just so beautiful. I think this was $220. It had so many different colors. It's just absolutely beautiful. And then here we have some more of those beautiful arrangements that they do so well. And I was telling them they have good mind and creative mind to put these things together. Now here I was showing you the large, they call these extra large whites, and they're really, really pretty. They have the spike is so big that it actually cascades down. I love those. It's either $20 for some of those. The ones in the back, I think that far back were 15. But look at that. It's just a sea of flowers, more of the nobiles. And I found that their nobiles were extremely healthy, because sometimes when you go to some of the shows, or not the shows, but some nurseries, the nobiles are not in bloom, or they don't look as vibrant as these. And then of course the whites, these are the fan favorites. These were all $20, and nothing says more on Mother's Day than white flowers. It's just such a pretty, clean color to give. And then just this overview is just breathtaking. I mean, it's just such a blessing to live here in Florida and have this so close to my house. Now here they have these Vandas that were so well priced. She was selling some of these for $40. I think I show a tag. Yeah, there's a tag. $40. I mean, Vandas nowadays, they're not that cheap. They can go up to 60, 70, $80. And theirs, they were all in bud, which means in a couple of days, you would have beautiful blooms. So if your mom is an orchid collector or an enthusiast, this would actually be even a cooler gift, because, you know, it wouldn't be expected. Now here they have, it's not a shrine, but it's almost like an altar, or it is an altar. But they also incorporate some of the flowers that they're selling. These are the smaller ones that are $15. And right above it is a beautiful Virgen de Guadalupe, which is a patron Virgin of Mexico. And it's absolutely gorgeous what they did with that sky painted. It's just so pretty, so traditional. I love it. So these, if you got, oops, sorry, I'm sitting in a chair and I almost fell. That would have been funny. Too bad you wouldn't have been able to see it. But anyways, what I was going to say is that you can buy a couple of those small ones, and they're in the back, and not in the back, in the front to the right. They have a station where you can pick your own pots, and you can create your own arrangement. And the girls there, they're really, really good. They can come up with amazing ideas. And if you could just explain something about your mom, what her favorite color is. Look at these stripes. I gravitate always to the pattern ones. But if you give them an idea, you can just personalize your gift even more by selecting, you know, the vase or the pot that you want to put it in. This flower, it's a shame on film it doesn't show. It is almost like fluorescent in person. It had like an not fluorescent, iridescent. It had like a peach and rose, and it would switch. I don't know. It was just so pretty. And then this one really caught my eye. The symmetry of the dots, I look at that a lot to make sure the symmetry is very well balanced. And let me see what do we have here? Oh, this arrangement here in the center is also something that every time I come in here, they always have these see, this is what I was talking about, these pots. They have those arrangements, and they do sell sometimes to hotel lobbies and things like that. They make these massive pieces. I think I was just having an ADD moment there. Look at the labellum on this. Looks like a butterfly. So cool. Now, when you do go to MS, I advise you to go up and down the rows a couple of times, because it is a little bit overwhelming and you will miss out on some things. This right here, these colors here, I would love to own a bunch of those and put them on trees. They were so vibrant. Now this really drove me crazy. Look at this, guys. Look at the color of that flower and that white trimming all around each petal. It was just, I saw this and I said, okay, I don't have my mommy here anymore. My mom, you know, she left me a while back, but I think I'm gonna, well, this is what I was saying there. I did do it. I took that one for my mother and I took another one for my grandmother. I took this one, and I'm gonna show you what's crazy about that flower in about a minute, because I was still trying to process the whole thing. Let me see, do I go back to it? Yes, I do. Come on, Nelson, show your viewers. Look at this. It has 2 throats. That's not 2 flowers. That's actually two labellums. And so this is what they call peloric, but I've noticed peloric more on the smaller phals. I've never seen it on the moth orchid, because normally it's more of just the labellum and the 2 petals. This I've never seen before. I just thought it was so unique. And I'm crazy to see if the next flowers open the same. I wonder if it's just that flower that got a mutation, or if it's every single flower. So of course, I had to take it for myself, because I'm like, I'm gonna hate myself if I don't take this. I'll probably never see this again. And I put it in my grandmother's name for Mother's Day. So both my mother and my grandmother, if you're looking from up there, I got you some really unique orchids. This was beautiful. Look at the labellum on that. Just breathtaking. So if you guys are planning on going for a Mother's Day shopping tomorrow, Saturday. Today is Friday, so I'm going to release this tonight. Oh, the yellow on this labellum was just intense. Stop by M.S. Orchids and check them out, because there was a lot of things there that just would be a shame to leave behind. I wanted to show this. This one had also the yellow inside with all that striping. And what catches my eye so much from M.S. Orchids, I don't know where they get their moth flowers, but do you notice the patterns are it's almost like it mirrors itself. That's a very special thing, because when I go out to certain stores, let's say Publix, or when it's not the same. You may find something that looks similar, but when you look at the symmetry of the patterns, they're not mirrored. And that's what you want to look for in a flower. You want to look for that symmetry, that mirror of pattern that looks like you folded the flower and, you know, the ink transfer from one side to the other so you get the same exact thing. That's what I noticed from theirs. Look at the ends of these petals. It's almost exact. You know, I keep going back to it because I was like, okay, I'm taking you with me, little girl. You knew that was coming. So then I put them here with the other one, and those are the two that I brought home. So that's my mini haul included in this episode. Take your finger out of the way, Nelson. Thank you. So anyway, let's go back to this section. I wanted to see, because I wanted to make sure I didn't miss out on anything. And also, notice the saturation of the colors of these orchids. They're so deep, these colors. And I was noticing that as I was walking towards this area. I was like, wow, you know, these colors are almost like somebody like amped up or saturated it with a filter. And they don't just sell orchids, guys. They also have Oncidiums, not Oncidiums, airoids like this one. They have this is called an African mask, philodendrons. So if you do decide to visit, look under their shelves. There's several different types of like African violets and other stuff. Now this is a purposely created flower. This flower is fed water with food coloring. And you can do this with any color. If you guys want to have fun, buy a white Phalaeonopsis, and instead of watering with regular water, just add whatever color you want, and you'll turn it into that color. And here's Marley. I call this parrot Marley. It always fools me. I used to think it was real when I first came in there, but it's not. It's a fake parrot. Another beautiful arrangement. Now this is a kind of arrangement that if you give to your mom, you have the golden ticket all year long. You're gonna make your siblings very jealous. There's Maria. Say hi, Maria. She's such a beautiful lady. If you guys go there, say hi to her. She is a wonderful person. Very sweet lady, very humble. And here are the look-me-downs. I call them look-me-downs because these dendrobium flowers, they're adorable, but you always have to pick them up because they're always looking down. And then on this shelf, they had more arrangements. These were a little bit more affordable because they were smaller. Some of these were 100, 120. The bigger ones were like 220. But I mean, you can get arrangements that are 50, 60 bucks. You don't have to break the bank. But like I said, if you want to be the rock star. And this little compact Vanda, I took it outside because I wanted to share the color of this amazing compact Vanda. Like now I'm thinking, why did I not take this home? Why did I leave this behind? And it's only $40. Like 220s and this baby goes home with you. And it's tiny, it doesn't take up a lot of space. It was perfection. But like I said, you know, I am going to Redlands, so I had to be a little bit reserved. And then they had this little sitting area here. You can sit with all the flowers around you. Very quaint. All in all, this place is it's a must-go. It's very traditional. I love the way they paint the framing of the inside, making it so, I was showing there some more philodendrons, by the way. I'm sorry if I'm having an ADD moment. And this bromelia, doesn't this look like a feather? I think I need to own one of these because every time I see these, I love them. I've seen them at Sierra Madre. I saw them at Mount Botanical Gardens in their gardens. I saw it here. So maybe that's a sign. Maybe it's time to own one. And this dancing lady arrangement really, really is cute. Because, you know, you normally see the moth flower, of course. That is your traditional Mother's Day flower. But Oncidiums is another option that, you know, it could make you set aside from the masses. And, of course, more of the whites. I think I was just trying to look around, make sure I didn't miss out on anything else. Because I felt like my neck was already hurting from twisting my neck from one side to the next. So guys, I think that this is it. We're going to close it up here. And let me flip this phone around. So we're done with this. I hope you guys enjoyed this nice little tour. I'm so happy I was able to bring it to you guys. I want to thank you all for giving me so many views and subscriptions in the past, like I would say 3 months. There's several of you that have donated to my channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It helps me greatly to do these kind of little excursions, go out there, go to parks, go outside Miami, go into other parts of Florida to travel and to bring you guys some of the most beautiful orchids to be shown in these nurseries. So until next time, I am Nelson. You're watching Nature Nell, and remember to always, always keep it floral and keep it green. See you next time.